Aloha, friends. Good evening. By now, you must have gone through all the PDFs and videos that I've shared with you since morning. And now I'm going to be talking about the four dimensions of forgiveness. Since morning, we are talking about forgiveness. So, from our childhood, as you know, you must have heard from everyone, from our parents, from our even in the school we used to have moral science classes, and there also they used to talk about forgiveness, love, compassion. We've heard this word so many times, isn't it? But still, I would like to ask a question from you. Why is it so difficult to give forgiveness? We all know about it, but still, why it is difficult to give forgiveness to others or to our own self? Because what I have understood throughout my journey, why it is difficult is because, to the people who are not very close to us, it's very easy. We can forgive them. Okay, fine. We might get angry for some time, but then probably after a week or probably after 15 days or a month, we are going to forgive them. Isn't it? Isn't it true? It happens with you, or it's happening only with me? I'm sure it happens with you also. But then why is it difficult to forgive people who are very near and close and dear to us? Yes, that is the problem. We are not able to forgive these people who are so close to us. And we have a special bonding and special relationship with these people. Why? Because what I believe is we don't practice forgiveness that much. Okay, something happens, then okay, we will do it. But on the regular basis, we are not practicing any technique in which we are seeking forgiveness for our unknown hurts that we have given to people. Knowingly and unknowingly, we do hurt people, and you never know when you can hurt other person. So do we seek forgiveness? No, I was not doing it unless and until I came to know about this technique, Hawaiian technique called hoppnoopoo. And this beautiful technique, and when I went deep into it, though there are only 4 words, but when I went deep into it, it was a kind of an eye opener for me. Everything I have to take 100% responsibility of myself, and I read that book called Zero Limits. So, Zero Limits was a very big eye opener. Like, whatever problem you are facing in your present situation is all because of you. Somewhere down or somewhere in the past, we have done something. So, I am accountable for everything, was a big shock to me. I am accountable, though I knew about it, but then, for everything, in fact, I am accountable. If my, work is not happening properly, I'm having problems in my job, or I'm not sound, or probably I have some tough situations that I'm going through, all kind of emotions. They are all coming from my past. So I have not cleaned and cleared my past situations. That's why today I'm facing, they just trigger up. They just trigger up. Anything happens in the present, the emotions that are lying down, probably they just trigger up. Trigger up because there is no cleaning done in the earlier years. So as we are evolving, we are learning new techniques. We can now quickly come into awareness, accept the situation, and then we can clean and clear the situation also with all these techniques that are available to us. So let's understand forgiveness from the religion point of view. So there are going to be 4 dimensions. The first one that I'm going to talk about is about the religion dimension, and then I'm going to be talking about psychological. Psychological is all about our mind, and third is about neuroscience. That's all about our brain, and fourth is spirituality. So let's first understand what have I learned from the regional dimension. Regional dimension, as we know, we have got so many religion throughout the world. We've got Christianity, we've got Jainism, we've got Buddhism, we've got Hinduism, and then we've got Islam also. So, and even in Western, like they have Hawaiian. So all these places, all these religion, they just talk about one thing. Everything is one. Everything is one, and we are all coming from one energy. So we need to understand the origin or the creator is only one, and rest all other is his manifestation, his world. So but yeah, we are born in different tribes, we are brought up and born in different part of the world, so we start following their culture, their beliefs, but then ultimately everything comes up to one only. Every religion will talk about forgiveness, every religion will talk about oneness, unity, peace, and happiness and love, isn't it? So first thing first, we need to understand everything is one, and on basis of religion we cannot discriminate. Okay, so when everyone is talking about religion and everyone is talking about forgiveness, so forgiveness again becomes very very important part. So every religion I've seen, they're also talking about karma. Maybe they're using different words, but then it's all about the karma. What you do will come back to you only. So in that case, when we are talking about karma, so we are carrying our karmas, the energy of that karmas from our past also. Presently we are in the situation, we are doing our karmas, but in the past, because we have traveled, the soul has traveled from so many births, cycle, death and birth cycle. Okay, we are carrying all those memories with us, because we've got trillions and trillions of cell inside us, and they each have memory, and we are carrying those memory. If we have clean and clear those memories, some earlier memories, probably we not be carrying, but then sometimes we are not able to clean and clear the past life or present also. Clearing has not been done, so it just gets carried forward. There is no cleaning happening, or there is no clearing happening, or there is no kind of defragmentation happening. Whatever is not required, whatever is not of use to us, we don't let go that. So that's why it's get carried forward. So on basis of karma we get what we are in the next birth. So today what we are all because of our karma only. So, the interesting thing that I would like to talk about here is we can change our result of karma. So, how can we do that? You must be setting an alarm clock in the morning. I set up for 5 o'clock. So, if I want to change that 5 o'clock thing to 7 o'clock thing, it's in my hand. Or if I want to, change from 5 o'clock to 4 o'clock, it's in my hand to do it, isn't it? So whenever we do something negative we are doing, a kind of a alarm is set up in the universal records, because we've done something, so the result is going to come. When it's going to come, it's not decided. So when the alarm is going to beep, that we don't know. But before the alarm beep, we can of course change the timing. We can change the timing, or that's in our hand. That's our choice. So how can we do that? We can do that by forgiving. By forgiving and forgiving, we can change our karmas. Even the past memories we can change, and so the alarm clock, the setting of that alarm clock, changing the time is in our hand. So it's a wonderful, try this out with this technique, and you will feel very light. And sometimes there is a burst of emotions also, we start crying also, but let it be. You feel light after, when you release everything from your body, the detox kind of a thing, or when we are releasing whatever is stuck up inside, whatever we are holding, so we actually feel very light. So this is the region or what religion are talking about. That's the one perspective. Now the second perspective we are going to talk about is psychology. What psychology is talking about. So in psychology, This I will share in the next video. Just listen to this first video, and then in the second video, I'll talk about what psychology is trying to tell us about forgiveness. Thank you so very much.